Gospel of November the 22nd, 2014. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Some Sadducees, those who deny that there is a resurrection, came forward and put this question to Jesus, saying, "Teacher, Moses wrote for us, if someone's brother dies leaving a wife with no child, his brother must take the wife and raise up descendants for his brother. Now, there were 7 brothers. The first married a woman but died childless. Then the second and the third married her, and likewise all the 7 died childless. Finally, the woman also died. Now, at the resurrection, whose wife will that woman be? For all 7 had been married to her." Jesus said to them, "The children of this age marry and remarry, but those who are deemed worthy to attain the coming age and to the resurrection of the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage. They can no longer die, for they are like angels, and they are the children of God, because they are the ones who will rise. That the dead will rise, even Moses made known in the passage about the bush, when he called Lord the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. For he is not God of the dead, but of the living, for to him all are alive." Some of the scribes said in reply, "Teacher, you have answered well," and they no longer dared to ask him anything. Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. We have this incredible questioning by the Sadducees, which were a party such as the Pharisees, but these were against many of the beliefs of the Pharisees. They, in the first place, denied the resurrection. So, playing with the law of Moses, they tried to catch the Lord Jesus with a tricky question. We have to remember that the atmosphere at the time was bad for Jesus. Everybody was against him. So these Sadducees came and asked a dumb question. They take the law of Moses, the law of Levirate, that it's in Leviticus, that really said that the brother should give a child to the widow of his brother. The reason being that the woman did not have any rights back then. So the brother, in order to protect his brother's wife, was obliged to have children with her. If they have the children, then it was his brother's children. It was a funny thing. It was a funny proposition. But they asked this, and it was basically because the law provided for the safety, the security of the woman, of the widow. But the Sadducees turn around and says, they invent this thing, this story about the 7 brothers that married the woman and they all died childless. And they ask in the resurrection, whose wife is it going to be? They all married her at the time. Now, the Lord does not answer that directly, but he gives us 2 very interesting insights of heaven. The first one is, he says, that the dead will rise. Even Moses have made it known in the passage about the bush. He is citing Moses because the Sadducees cited Moses in the first place, Moses' law. And now he is answering them with exactly a quotation from the same prophet, according to them, to their knowledge back then, the maker and the author of the law. Moses wrote about it when he called Lord the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not a God of the dead, but of the living, for to him all are alive. And this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful a concept, and not only a concept, a knowledge, something to be certain about, that we have a God that is the God of the living, not of the dead. So we are assured that there is resurrection. We're sure of that. If we did not know that, if we did not believe that there was resurrection, then we would have a vain faith. I truly believe in one man, his name Jesus of Nazareth, that was dead on the cross, but on the third day he rose, he was resurrected by God. And today he lives on, glorified in heaven. And that life is offered to you and to me. I believe that. We have to believe that. Now he gives another answer, another insight. He says, the children of this age marry and remarry, but those deemed worthy to attain the coming age and resurrection neither will marry nor are given in marriage. They can no longer die, for they are like angels, the children of God. The children of God do not need to marry, because they don't need to reproduce, to procreate. We can read in Genesis how God commands us that we should marry and multiply and fill the earth. Not in heaven. There is no need for that. God directly creates His children. So, while we are here, we are required and commanded to marry. But if we are deemed worthy for resurrection, then we will be like angels. And we know a little bit about that when we think about Jesus, and also one of the letters of John, where he says, when we see Him, we will be like Him. The Lord has a glorified body, a body that is not limited by space of time or time, a body that will not get old, that does never pain, is never hungry, because He is glorified. And that life eternal in a glorified body is exactly what the Lord offers to you and me, a life of an angel, of the true children of God. Dear brothers, may we be mesmerized and fascinated. May we fall in love with this God that has taken so many steps for you and me to be with Him forever, that we might seek to do everything in our power to comply with His commands, to have His love in our hearts, to act every single minute and second of the minute according to His will, until we are in heaven, all of us. In the meantime, happy trails and God bless you.